What's up, guys? I'm going to show you how we are using VidIQ to come up with months and months worth of content ideas in just a matter of minutes. All right, welcome back to the show. I have been working on VidIQ and particularly their boost feature, which I think is going to be something that you find quickly is going to be very, very valid and relevant for you, particularly if you're a YouTube video creator. I do highly recommend using YouTube in some way if you aren't already, specifically as a counter to AI and also what AI is doing to SEO. And so in terms of written formatting on blogs and what have you on your website. So maybe that's something we cover at a later date. If that's something you want to hear me talk about, how AI is destroying SEO, in my opinion, drop me a comment below and let me know you want to hear about that, because it is on my list of potential content pieces. So let me know if you want to hear about that. But let's jump into it with VidIQ today. I did a video on Kim's channel recently that I was looking at, and I was kind of playing around with VidIQ. So I'll be referencing her channel. Kim, for those that don't know, is my business partner and wife. So I'm going to show you guys what I was doing here. Obviously, there's some basic features with VidIQ that you get as a browser extension that populates. So it'll show you videos that are trending. It'll show you a variety of things, right? VPH, which is views per hour. So all those things are great. And then you can also look at competitive analysis. There's a lot of different things you can do with just the basic feature, as well as search, right? So for those that don't want to necessarily upgrade to Boost, I do think that you can still get many content ideas from just using the basic browser extension, which I'm pretty sure is the free level. It's been a while since we've had that level, but verify and confirm, I'm pretty sure it's a free level. So basically, if you're searching a term, let's say, and let's use Trello because Kim uses a lot. In fact, there's Kim right now. But it'll give you scores, right? So it'll say like the volume, meaning people searching for, and then the competition levels. It'll tell you the top channels for this. So there's Kim again, right behind actual Trello itself, which is crazy. But also some top related opportunities. So like how to use Trello, Trello tutorial, how to use Trello for project management, all videos that we've created in the past that have worked well for us. And you can actually even click here and look at a litany of different opportunities as well, with some actual like quantifiable metrics, you know, like the actual search volume, the competition, and they give it a score here, which obviously you're looking for those in green. But I wouldn't necessarily say that's a hard, fast rule. I think there might be some that make sense for you. We talk a lot with our clients about connect content versus attract content. So not everything you need to put out needs to be in the attract, which means it's going to get new viewers, but maybe it deepens the relationship with a connect piece, right? So if you had a connect piece that necessarily isn't going to rank for search, maybe it gets listed as a suggested video, or like I said, it's going to deepen the relationship with your current audience that you've already established with your subscribers. So something to consider. We do that often where we know it's not going to get a ton of views, but it serves a deeper meaning of pushing people down our content funnel to actually work with us. So it still has its place. So make sure that's not like a thing where you're like, it has to be green, it has to have a lot of volume, it has to be something that's going to rank. Otherwise, sometimes your channel can just look like a billboard, and you definitely don't want that for sure. But all that to say, these are some really good features, I think, with just the basic level of VidIQ. But I am going to show you, this is now kind of the ascended version with their boost feature. A couple things that I really like. I'm going to show you kind of like a pro tip. I could spend literally an hour here, so I don't want to go through all of the features. Maybe we'll do a follow-up part 2 to this. The biggest one I like is this, right? Is the very high video idea thing. Now, if you haven't put out content on your channel, it's probably not going to optimize well for you. You're probably going to have to do more keyword research, like finding trending keywords or doing some other things like finding other trending videos. They have a competitor analysis here, so you can actually fill that out, and it'll show you like what your actual competitors are putting out, which I do think is beneficial as well. Again, those content generation ideas. I've also talked about using AI for putting in your brand models and then asking for content ideas, like somewhere in the lane of what your brand represents or kind of your positioning in the marketplace. So all of those things, if you are brand new, definitely would recommend that. It's now been easier than ever, candidly, to find new video content ideas, but it needs to be niche and specific for your ideal client avatar. So back to the matter at hand here. What I really like is this feature here. Again, if you've already been creating content, because what it allows you to do is create an ongoing list, which is going to give you months and months of content. So some of these are not conducive to what we do at all. And so I will X those out, right? Like understanding SWOT analysis for effective business strategy. That's not something that we don't do, because we do, but we're not an executive coaching business, right? We're more like through the marketing lens. And so that doesn't really apply. So I'm going to dismiss that one. Overcoming emotional roadblocks in entrepreneurship. that may be a connect piece like I referenced where it's not something that people are searching for. They didn't wake up today and say, I want to look up emotional roadblocks in entrepreneurship. Like that's not something that they're searching, but it may pop up as a suggested video. Or if you premiere it to your existing audience, they may be like 100%. This is absolutely like where I'm at. And in fact, we just did a video on our joint channel, the Business Lounge podcast, which is brand new. And I would love for you to subscribe. I'll include that linked here. If I think we can, if not, I'll be in the description below. But yeah, so this might be a deep connection piece where people feel understood. It's really important in marketing to understand people need to first feel understood before they're willing to understand you, right? You have to make them, you have to demonstrate that you understand who they are, what they care about, and what they're longing for or looking for them to give you time, attention, and space. Like why else would they psychologically? It doesn't make any sense. So this might be one of those connection pieces that demonstrates you do understand their world. You are creating deeper relationship, and hence you're working towards building that know, like, and trust that's going to turn people into potential clients or customers. So I would probably include this as a connection piece, and literally you're just going to hit the heart button, and it starts building a list for you under your saved ideas tab, right? Now I have video ideas saved for months. I think there's some that I saved 10 months ago. And so as this continues to grow, you're going to see under those saved ideas, like, these are all things that you're getting new recommendations for that you can either say, perfect, I'm going to go build content around this. Or maybe what you do is take the idea, bring it back through something like ChatGPT, or I use Grok primarily. It's going to know kind of your brand models and what you're trying to do. And then you have it give you suggestions based off of, okay, these are my brand models. You understand my brand. Here's a content topic that was recommended by VidIQ. Help me make it make sense for my brand and with my product offerings, right? So that would be a way that I kind of layer in some different tools where if I wanted to really qualify and make sure like this absolutely is going to resonate with my people, not just is it something that's trending or very high probability of doing well on YouTube, but does it really speak to my person? So I think we have to get out of this notion of, you know, hey, I'm just going to be everything to anyone. I think what we're finding is that information is no longer the true value proposition. It's more of personal application and transformation. And all of that, again, is because of the AI feature, learning the language models like a ChatGPT or like Grok or others, Gemini, etc. Okay, moving on here. Lessons learned in business. This is your most valuable asset. That would probably be a connection piece as well. Let me see if there's any attraction pieces that I really like. Enjoying entrepreneurship, a podcast with Chug NWA. No idea what that even means. A quick win for boosting your sales funnels. That would probably be, or your sales funnel. That might be an attraction piece if people are looking up sales funnel related things. The one strategy you need for online sales, that might be also an attraction piece, people looking for sales. Things that people are searching for, right, would be things that I would be looking for one of those attraction pieces. And then obviously take note of, these are ranked as very high, whereas some of these are only ranked as high, right? So for us talking about tools, like I'm talking about now, when people are looking for VidIQ, well, they're going to see it through the lens of content creation, which is going to attract what they're looking for, but also tell them this is for me with that extra qualifier of for creating YouTube content for your online business, right? So like there's triple layers of niching down, but through the lens of attraction with a search term that people are probably looking up because they've heard about VidIQ, so they're searching about it, right? So let's see if under the saved ideas that I have from, you know, months and months ago, if any of these are things that I really like for attraction. Here we go. Facebook ad tools that will skyrocket your ROAS. 1,000% people that are searching for Facebook ads, you know, that they're going to see that. And then you get to demonstrate and showcase, if this is what you did in that video, like some of your unique sauce and flavor of what you do and how you serve people. That's how you drive people down your content funnel into wanting to work with you. And then at the end of your videos, in a video like that, you're going to tell them what those next steps are and be very deliberate about doing that, because it's a business here. You're not just advertising for Facebook for free. Why would you do that? And so running it as a business, content as a business, is what you want to do and what you want to shoot for here. The ultimate guide to monetize your blog, mastering content creation for explosive growth, proven steps to master video editing. Like, these are all fantastic things. Boost your blog traffic. I would be like, in this case, I would probably say if I wanted to make an attraction piece, I'd be like, Uber suggest ninja strategies or secret tips, right? Like, bring a specific tool, or like how I use Grok to, you know, help my SEO on my blog, right? Whatever the case may be, you could kind of tweak it in that regard. But the point is this, right? So you can see here with just this one feature alone, you can build an entire list. Some of these I've even saved a year ago. And you can actually take these, your video SEO secrets, rank #1 on YouTube, right? So whatever fits your particular brand is going to learn more about you, and it's going to allow you to kind of have some different ideas that you can save. These are refreshed pretty frequently, if not daily. It does say daily, but sometimes you might see the same ones over and over. But I would say for the most part, they do get pretty recycled pretty frequently. There are some create features that I've played with. I'll be candid, they don't work very fast. But I have gone through like their script writer or their generate for titles, outlines, this and that, or even making things from scratch. So a lot of it is prompted now. Or you can take like, hey, here's my idea based off of a title. Let me put that in here and see what it comes up with. And then literally it's going to generate a title, a thumbnail, an outline, and a preview for you right here. So you might say how to make money from your podcast. If it's better than the one they suggested, you select that. Actually, we're going to say continue versus create more. It actually can continue to have generate more, which is awesome. So let's say we're going to go to continue, and then it actually will create a thumbnail. It's terrible. Like, it's terrible. The generative stuff when it comes to, like what even is this? You know, like this is like, what? Like, is this a stand-up comedian? Like, what's happening? So these are not good, but maybe gives you some inspo that you're going to go create on Canva. And eventually, I assume we'll probably get better image generation from AI than what we're getting now. But let's skip that. We're going to go to our token stand-up comedian is going to stay for now. But this is the cool part, right? So we're going from literal inception ideas to actually like an outline. So you've got hook, introduction, you're going to present the problem, et cetera, and then include, again, like I mentioned, a call to action at the end. And in many cases, probably more than just watch another video. So yeah, this gives you the ability to save the blueprint. If you're going to be sharing it, like you're going to, include this somewhere, like in a list of like a catalog or, a Google sheet or something, you could do that as well. Save the blueprint. And there was a feature, I don't remember, I don't see where it is now. It was right here before, but like it would actually enunciate and read like the video script. Like it was crazy. And that may still exist under script, but bottom line is that this can literally go from idea inception, as you saw, to building an entire script or outline for your entire video, which you could start recording in seconds. So the key to winning in the future, in my opinion, and why you need tools like this, and this is not a paid promoted video, by the way, I'm just sharing a tool that I like, but is you have to be a content machine, like especially for AI optimization. You need to be putting out content that people are going to be finding you and AI is recommending you, because now with Google, it did the discover aspect for you, but you were responsible as analog curation, meaning you're the one doing the curation of whatever it is you're trying to discover in terms of sources. Now we have discovery and curation, meaning it's going to condense everything it finds on the web and scrape that for you and then curate it to where it tells you this is the answer you're looking for or the information you're seeking. So in the future, what's probably going to happen is something like a contributor fee, similar to what YouTube pays out when somebody watches your video. AI is going to have to be monetized with some of these features, like with ChatGPT, Grok, et cetera. And so you may actually find that not only are you getting recommended because of how much information you're providing for AI to crawl, but also it's a possibility, and I think will happen, where that contributor fee is paid out if you're contributing to a search curation, right? A prompt curation that AI is doing that's recommending to other people. So really positioning, I think, yourself for future proofing, but also making sure that you are putting out your brand into the ether in a reasonable manner with a content schedule that makes sense for your time restraints and bandwidth. So anyways, definitely play with the tool and try it out. Just want to show you some stuff I'm doing behind the scenes with it. And I think just with that research feature alone is great. I can do another video on optimizing, because I literally optimized Kim's channel in like an afternoon just by generating scores and some of the features that are available here. It was like stuff that would take me months. I did it in a matter of like a couple hours in an afternoon, which is crazy. So hope this was valuable. Make sure you check the link below. I will try to get an affiliate link for, talking about these guys. So definitely use my affiliate link if you get a chance. And if you are interested in applying this for your particular business or developing a content strategy that's going to help turn more of your views, audience, and such, subscribers, followers into customers, which is what we specialize in, make sure you check the link below. We do have a group coaching program where we can help you apply this for your particular effort. And you can check that out in the description as well. Don't forget to like, comment, and hit the bell for notifications on this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.